Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. How are you? Let me know in the comments below. It feels so strange to be sat filming again. I literally have not sat in front of the camera now since before I went to Arizona, which is like a month ago. It's craziness, but life has been mental since I've been there and since I've got back. I think I said in my vlog that I uploaded recently that I wasn't going to vlog while I was in Arizona because I just wanted to take some time off, which is what I did. It was really nice. Then I came home, I had like 3 jet lag days, and then I fell and fractured the base of my spine when I was outside, which was just like the most painful thing I've ever done in my life. And I've broken a lot of bones, but like trust me, this one's the worst because I can't escape it. Like I can't, it's not like when you break an arm and you can have it in a sling and you can avoid using it. Like I have to sit on it. Like everything I'm doing is directly enabled by my spine, and it's like, oh my god, this is so annoying, and there's nothing they can do for it. I just had to let it heal and take a load of painkillers and like blah. Anyway, and then I went to London for work last week. I've come home and I am now ill. So it has been a wild ride the past couple of weeks since I've been home from Arizona. But anyway, hi, I'm back. I'm going to try and stop messing with my hair in videos. But yeah, apologies if I sound super nasally and gross. I have got a cold and I'm not happy about it. But we're soldiering on. It's fine. I'm going to create that content. We're going to smash it. I don't know what this is about. Sudden movements hurt, so I'm going to stop doing that. Before I get into the video properly, please as always make sure you follow me on Instagram. My handle will be on the screen and in the down bar below. I post every single day, so it's the best place to kind of follow me, to find style inspiration, find out what I'm doing day to day and kind of follow along on my little life journey or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, make sure you go and drop me a follow. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to try and kind of whiz through it a little bit so it's not too long because I've got a lot to show you guys, but we're at that time of the year now where obviously it's getting a lot colder, or at least it is in the UK. Winter fashion is taking over. I can't leave the house without a coat, so you pretty much can't see my outfit anyway because it's covered in outerwear. So I thought I'd kind of round up my favourite like winter fashion pieces. These are things that I've been loving wearing recently and things that I'm looking forward to wearing more of in the coming months. I've not really done like a fashion favourites video for a little while, so I figured today is the day to do it. I'm hoping this will give you guys some inspiration to kind of rework and rewear some items in your wardrobe as well. Anything that I haven't worn yet, obviously I can't kind of show you how I've styled it up in the past, but for everything I have worn previously, I am going to put a little photo on the screen as well so you guys can see how I've styled it up. But I'm just going to crack on with it. I think I'm going to start with footwear just because I've got a big pile like right down here by my feet. Some boots and some kind of flat shoes and stuff, things that I'm going to be wearing a lot of in the coming months. So you can kind of see what footwear is going to be massively like influencing my style between now and kind of like the end of January. So first up we have a pair of loafers. These ones are from H&M. They were, I think, like $19.99 or $29.99. They're not real leather and they've got a nice rubber sole. These just obviously fill a very nice like Gucci loafer shaped hole in my life until I can actually afford to get the Gucci loafers. So that's really nice. They give the same vibe. We've got like the gold horse bit detail here. They just look really, really nice with kind of skirts and with trousers especially. You can obviously wear them with socks if you want to. I personally don't like wearing loafers with socks. These for me are more of like a mild weather day kind of shoe. Obviously I wouldn't wear these if it was freezing outside because you're going to get very cold feet very, very quickly. But because they've got the rubber soles, they are slightly more wearable than a leather soled shoe at this time of year. The rubber will help to kind of insulate your feet a little bit more. Obviously, hopefully stop you sliding about on slippy grounds and everything like that. But yeah, so I'll be wearing a lot of kind of loafer style shoes over the coming months, as well as a lot of boots. So I'm going to show you kind of three pairs of boots especially that I foresee getting a lot of wear out of between now and January. Doc Martens are everywhere at the minute. Everyone's kind of got the Jadon boots. I really want the Jadons. I really like the Jadons, but to be a little bit different, I decided to actually earlier on in the year get my hands on the Sinclairs as well. So these are the Doc Martens Sinclair boots. Very similar style to the popular Jadons that we see everywhere, except for they have obviously the zip detail at the front. Now, in hindsight, I do wish I bought the Jadons simply because I like the fact the Jadons you can kind of lace up really tightly around the ankle, which you can't do with these with the way that they're currently laced. I don't know if you can see they're kind of laced like that, so the laces are a little bit redundant. You can't like really pull them tighter. They don't make any difference to the shoe. Now the shoe looks really cool, they look really badass and I love that, but I think I'm going to relace them across the front here so I can really kind of like really tighten them up around my ankle, because I also think that will help them stop slipping, and then hopefully I'll actually actually be able to break them in, because at the moment I'm really struggling to break these in. However, complaints aside, I do love these. I love the big thick sole. Again, it's brilliant for this time of year because it's less slippy. You can keep your feet nice and warm. You can walk through puddles and everything in them. They're not going to leak. You're going to get, you know, they're a nice like airtight, watertight kind of shoe. And that is what you want this time of year. I'm debating taking these down to London with me this week actually to try and wear in a little bit more. I'm just slightly scared for my ankles, so we shall see. But yeah, I really love these. I got these in a 4. They're very true to size. They look really small actually when I hold them like that, but when you've got your feet in them, they're quite a wide fit, so that's also something to bear in mind. But I would say if you're umming and ahhing between these and the Jadens, I would maybe go for the Jadens. Onto a pair of shoes that you guys will probably be really familiar with, because I feel like I've shown them on this channel so many times and I've worn them 1,000,001 times. These are the Topshop Howdy boots. I got these last November or December time I think now, and I honestly wore them to death all through the winter. I adore these boots so much. They're so comfortable. I can wear them for an entire day with no blisters and not really any achiness in the feet. I just really love the statement kind of toe on these. So obviously they're a really nice black cowboy boot. They look fantastic with like any outfit, but this like snakeskin effect on the toe just gives them a little bit of something, you know, to make them a bit more statement. I have had so many compliments on these boots over the past year, and yeah, I just love them to pieces. So I think these will be coming down to London with me this week because, like I say, they're just so comfortable and you can't go wrong wearing them. They work really well day to night as well, so you know, if you're wearing like a pair of jeans, a nice top and these, you can definitely get away with wearing them in the evenings and not having to worry about like getting changed and stuff like that, because they do look smart and they do give a kind of a little bit of a oomph to your outfit. Okay, on to another pair of cowboy boots now. These are also from Topshop. These are the Mario Western boots. So the annoying thing is when I bought these originally, they didn't come in a box. They just came like shoved in a bag. By the time they got to me, they'd all scuffed on the ankles, so I took them back. They sent me a new pair. They were unscuffed, they were perfect. Now look at the state of the heels because I've worn them. And I don't really know like how to get scuff marks off these, because I feel like they're not exactly, you know, you can't exactly buy a polish this colour. But anyway, these are them, these are they. This beautiful pair of nude cowboy boots. So I really love these because they've got the little like metal toe. I love the nude colour. They're really soft leather. They're beautiful. And I also love the fact these are like a lower heel than the Howdy boots, so they're just slightly more wearable for like a full day out. Again, just they work really nicely with your wardrobe day to night. They work really well. They smarten a look up, but you can get away with wearing them during the day. They're not going to be too statement. I like the nude colour. Obviously you guys know me, you know I love beige, you know I love a neutral wardrobe. So these work really well with a lot of my outfits, and again I can't wait to get more wear out of them in the winter. You guys know by now that I'm having a massive moment with the Topshop editor jeans. Like, well, I say a massive moment, this moment's been going on since like May, so I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. But I'm really loving the darker washes they've released with the re-release of the style. So they took them offline earlier on in the year. I believe it was due to a sizing issue, the lady on Topshop said to me, but they have brought them back, so they are available online again in the minute. Anything that I can link, by the way, I will link in the down bar below, so keep an eye out. These ones I love because they've just got a little bit more detailing on them than the other pairs that I have. So the blue pair and the plain black pair just kind of have like regular hems, regular pockets, regular everything, whereas these have just got like a bit of distressing around the pockets and down by the hems as well, so they just are a little bit different. And the denim on this one, its pair particularly, is so soft. These are definitely coming to London with me this week because, like I say, they're so comfortable. Very, very true to size as well. I wouldn't recommend sizing up in them. They're so flattering. Apparently these are a universally flattering fit. They're kind of high-waisted. They skim over your bum, but they skim over it nicely, so if you're in need of a bit of a boost to your bum, they will do that. But if, like me, your bum is, let's face it, it's got its own gravitational pull at this stage, you know, like small objects are orbiting it, it kind of slims it down a little bit and is a little bit flattering on that kind of size and shape as well. So yeah, this is why I love them so much. I also like the fact that the kind of the hardware here is obviously silver, but then the hardware here is like bronze. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just the way they've kind of travelled back with me from Arizona, but whatever, we're going to roll with it. These are super comfortable. I love them, and I'll be wearing a lot of jeans and stuff over the winter months because what else do you wear in the UK in the winter? Let's face it, it's cold, and I am not going to be getting my legs out until June probably. Another pair that I kind of rely on over the winter months is this amazing pair of leggings from Stradivarius. Now you can't see the texture of these really on camera. I don't know if you can maybe get it a little bit there, but they're kind of like a suede-y feeling legging. Oh my god, these are so warm and so cozy. I cannot even begin to put into words how comfortable they are. They're also super high-waisted as well, which is really nice because the kind of the warmth just spreads up your body. It's beautiful. So I'll be getting a lot of wear out of these in the winter. I bought these back in January, I think, or February, at the start of this year anyway. And yeah, I got a lot of wear out of them for the first couple of months, and then obviously they were relegated to my wardrobe once it started to warm up a little bit. But yeah, I can't wait to be wearing these a lot more in the winter. I love wearing them with jumpers. I like wearing them with kind of like more slimline jumpers tucked in as well. Like, they look so stylish and so chic, so love them. And again, we'll be getting a lot of wear out of them in the coming months. I have a pair of chinos here, which I feel like could be a controversial choice for this time of year, mostly just because of the colour, because let's face it, chinos typically are like a beigey colour, and this time of year isn't always that beige friendly, you know. It's muddy, it's wet, there's spray on the streets, there's spray on the pavements. But this pair from La Redoute I really like. So they're like a darker beige, they're super high-waisted, and they've got all the tailoring down the front. They also really need a good iron, so that's great. They've got like, are they called darts? Is that what it's called? I feel like it's called darts in the front up here. So they're super flattering on your tummy and your bum kind of area. So this literally these make me look so thin. I cannot put into words how thin these make me look, because they come so high up my waist, and because of this detailing on the front, it kind of accentuates like my smallest area, which is one of the reasons why I love them. And then they've come kind of pre-rolled up at the bottom as well, which again I really like, because we all know that I'm a short ass, so having them pre-rolled just means I don't need to do it. Obviously if you didn't need them pre-rolled, they are just stitched, so you can let them down yourself and it's not going to have any like implication on the trouser. But yeah, I really love these. Again, they would look really nice with things like the loafers that I showed you earlier. So these are exactly the kind of trousers that I would wear with something like that, maybe with a shirt and a blazer over the top. Really nice winter outfit, and then obviously layer up with your outerwear. They're made from really good quality, really thick material as well, which is great. I don't know if I said this at the beginning, these were gifted to me by La Redoute, but obviously I haven't actually been asked. This isn't a sponsored video. Not been asked to feature them, but wanted to just because I love them that much, because they are so flattering, so warm, so comfortable. Might actually wear these down to London tomorrow because they would look really good for my work meetings with said loafers. But yeah, I highly recommend something like that for kind of like smarter outfits, smarter days, when you still need to be warm but you want to obviously look just a little bit more put together, because that does give that vibe very nicely. And similarly does this pair of trousers. Again, these were a gift, and again, not sponsored, not asked to mention them, just wanted to. These are from Suzanne, which is like a pinch me moment, because hello, like what the hell, this girl is working with Suzanne. Can we just, like, what? Is this real life? I don't know at this stage. They let me pick out some goodies from the website. Now, one thing I will note about Suzanne is that I did kind of have a look at the size guide for the trousers, because I just didn't know what size to go for, because I'm kind of like between a 6 and an 8 at the minute, and I was like, I don't know whether to size down to their equivalent of a 6 to be and just go for it, or whether to go up to an 8 and be sensible, which is what I did. And actually I highly recommend sizing down in Suzanne trousers, because they are huge. They're a very dark grey. I couldn't tell you what fabric they are actually. I would love to, but I have absolutely no idea. They feel like a cotton. I actually thought they were going to be wool when I looked at them on the website. So when they arrived, I was a little bit taken aback at how like thin they are. But they feel it's like such nice quality. Again, they've got kind of like the the creases put in the front. I wouldn't call these darts, they are just creases. They are beautiful. So I shot these yesterday. I wore them into town yesterday, and they're so comfortable. And just a really nice like quality feeling trouser. And you know me, I love things that feel good quality. So for me, that was a massive win, and I can't wait to be styling up more tailored items like that over autumn winter. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for this year. You guys know how much my style has been kind of changing a lot over the past 12 months, and I feel like I've really settled into a nice kind of rhythm with it, where I'm wearing these more tailored smart pieces, and it feels very me, so that's good. I'm also really shivery right now, and I can't get warm, so that's not good. Okay, long sleeve t-shirts. I have this one. This is a Topshop one. This is made from a very nice brushed cotton. It has kind of rolled up cuffs, which I'm very badly demonstrating here because apparently they are not rolled up right now. There we go. They have like a little rolled up cuffs and a really nice like kind of mid-length like turtleneck. Now this is cropped. I did not realise this when I bought it. I think it was like £11 back at the start of the year, so it didn't break the bank, but I didn't think it was going to be cropped. It's the only annoying thing about this, and actually about the next one I'm going to show you, also from Topshop. They can't quite tuck them in. So that is something to bear in mind, I guess, when you're shopping for items like this at this time of year, that you can't tuck them in. But I do love this because I love the material it's made out of. It's very cozy, it's very nice. I kind of want to just like rub my face against it. Yeah, so this is great to use as a layering piece. Obviously, if you wanted to be able to tuck in, you could always put like, I don't know, something on underneath it just to kind of get that insulation in your trousers, or just make sure you layer over the top with good outerwear if it's a cold day. But very, very nice, snuggly, cozy little long sleeve. And similarly, I'm going to be wearing a lot of stuff like this. So I've not actually worn yet, still got the tags on. You will have seen this, I think, in my Topshop haul, so I will link that above in case you didn't. This is just a burgundy roll neck, like turtleneck kind of thing. It's lycra, so it's very stretchy. Again, it's cropped slightly, which is highly irritating. Why is everything cropped? I don't want to get my stomach out in November. I don't want to get my stomach out in July, really. So anyway, but this will look really, really nice with kind of greys, blacks, tans, all the colours that I'm going to be having in my winter wardrobe, and I can't wait to wear it. But things like this are always like a favourite at this time of year because they just make really great layering pieces. I was actually considering putting this on underneath this sweater that I'm wearing today for a little bit of extra warmth, and I may still do that. So yeah, good item to have in the old autumnal repertoire. On to slightly more traditional autumnal favourites now, and again, this is another one I've not worn yet but will be coming to London with me this week, and it is this amazing sweater with the most exaggerated like roll neck at the front. I love this because on the front it's this beautiful rust colour with like black piping, and then on the back it's black, so it's kind of like, ooh, business in the front, party in the back, kind of. But it feels very warm, it feels very snuggly, and that's another reason why I'm very excited to wear it tomorrow, especially while I'm full of cold. But this I would massively be wearing with like jeans and stuff rather than kind of tailored trousers as such. This I think is still available in Topshop, so again I will try and link it below. But anything like this is a huge favourite of mine for the winter. Basically anything that makes me feel a little bit like I'm still in bed when I'm no longer in bed is a winner in my book. So that's where we are with this. And also with this one as well, this is from And Other Stories. I think you guys will have seen this 1,000,001 times by now because I've had it for about 1.5 years. This is very snuggly, this is very warm. I love this jumper, again with the like massively exaggerated, almost like, it's not a cowl neck, but it almost is because it's that much of an exaggerated turtleneck. The only issue with this one is it comes so high up my face that I regularly get makeup on the inside of it, and that annoys me. This is made out of like the comfiest wool. It doesn't itch, it's just really nice. It's very warm, it's very snuggly. And Other Stories have always been, well, not always been a favourite for me, but have been a favourite for me for the past like kind of year, I think. And one of the items I was so desperate to get from them, I think you'll probably remember me speaking about this last year, is this black, I think it's called the Ripley sweater. I really like this because the fabric's really thick, but it's kind of like unstructured almost, so I really just like the way it fits. It gives an interesting silhouette, and like I say, it's very comfortable. So when I saw it in the nude at the start of this year, I had to buy it, so I have it in both now, and oh my god, you guys, these are just a staple in my autumn winter wardrobe. Like I say, they're surprisingly warm because although the material isn't like a thick wool, it's very insulating, and that's obviously what we need at this time of year. But I just absolutely love it. It's so warm, so cozy, and I love having it in the nude as well because it just means that there are just so many more possibilities for my wardrobe now I have it in nude, guys. Like, so many more possibilities. Can't quite sum it up. Yeah. I just realised I've been talking for like 21 minutes, so I need to wrap this up kind of quickly, but I still have some coats to show you, so I'm going to show you outerwear, and then I really am going to go because yeah, I got a lot to do the rest of this afternoon. So outerwear, first I'm going to show you this big ass weekday coat. Now I don't know if I actually showed you this when I first got it. I don't know if I've even showed you this on this channel at all, but this coat is so amazing. I love it so much. This was £80. I got it I think back in May kind of time. The only thing that's annoying is that like the inner linings, basically the sleeves are really, really long, as everything is on me, so I've had to like roll them up, and the inner lining has stained slightly from where it's got wet when I've like washed my hands and stuff whilst wearing it, but we can ignore that because it's beautiful. So I've had a few people stop me on the street and ask me if this is Burberry before, which always makes me feel very bougie. It is not, but it does look similar to the Burberry check, so I can understand their question. Like I say, it was £80, so it was quite expensive for a high street coat. However, this is made out of completely recycled materials, which is one of the reasons why I like it so much. It's very, very sustainable, and we all know that Weekday are a great brand for sustainability, so this is why this makes it two of my favourites. That and the fact that it's just so cool. Like, I mean, look at it. But it's a perfect like oversized coat. It looks amazing with like a jumper underneath it. I styled it up, like I say, quite a few times now, and I just love the vibe it gives. It's not everybody's cup of tea, I'll be honest, because it is quite a statement and it is quite like a strange fit, but if you like that kind of thing like I do, then it is a winner. And yeah, I absolutely love it. So another statement is this I mean, you will have seen this in the Topshop haul, this amazing like faux vinyl brown jacket. Now we're kind of coming out of the time when I can really get to wear a lot of this outside because it is a little bit too cold now. I'm hoping if I can layer a lot underneath it, it'll get a bit more wear out of it before December. But this basically I bought purely because it reminds me of Rick Dalton in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I'm not ashamed of that at all. I just love it. It's very 70s, it's very statement. It's not too like creaky for vinyl, which is good, and it has this buckle like tie across the front. Let me find the buckle. It's like a really cool like tortoiseshell effect, so it just looks really, really cool when you like knot it together and stuff. I love this. I've had a lot of compliments on this jacket, so it's a statement, and sometimes you just got to own it. Just gotta own it. Okay, last but not least is another favourite for this time of year. It's again something that I really wanted to get my hands on this year from Topshop, and it is the kind of trucker style jacket in this beautiful like neutral check. This reminds me a lot of the Chloe jacket that everyone went crazy for last year, just obviously with a much more affordable price tag. It's not the most like kind of thick jacket, it's a very lightweight one, so again if you're wearing it this time of year you do need to layer up underneath it, otherwise you will be cold. But I love it. It is just, it's gorgeous. Again, like big thick chunky jumpers underneath it, scarves, everything else make it super, super cozy. You'll definitely be warm enough in it. And again, I think it's something that'll be coming down to London with me this week as like a more lightweight option for at the weekend, because it's not too cold in London this week from the looks of it. So I feel like I'll be getting a lot more wear out of it. I feel like I have rambled on for a long, long time. I feel like this has also gone from like a favourites video to like an autumn winter staples video, so we will see what I call it at the end, who knows. I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Let me know which items were your favourite that I have shown you. Let me know if you've got any particular favourites for this time of year, anything that you rely on, any total staples that you could not live without. And as always, if you're new around these parts, make sure you give me a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!